Hello, hello. This is Chris Clark here, and you are officially part of the Get Bitchucated group. I want to thank you again for joining us here. And you are here to see the 30-day $100 Bitcoin case study. And I'm doing that because I think that it's important that people feel easy about Bitcoin, because I know when I first started to look at Bitcoin, it was very, very overwhelming, a lot of information, and I just dug into it, wasn't really sure which direction I was going, so I flopped a couple of times. But that was my biggest problem. My biggest problem was, you know what? There's so much information, and a new person, where can they go to get started? And so I wanted to create a group that's a no pressure group that you don't have to worry about, is somebody after my money, somebody lying to me, taking advantage. No, this is straight about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. This is all legitimate. And I wanted to put myself out there, and I wanted to put the money up front first. And I didn't want to put $5,000 because a lot of people don't have $5,000. I'm putting $100. That's a safe bet. You'll drop $100 in anything. And so get started with $100. Okay, now I'm not pressing you to spend any money. All this is education. But what probably happens along the way, you're going to get excited and you're going to say, you know what, I want to put my $100 in. And you can't just snap your fingers and do it like that. You have to prepare yourself for that a little bit. And so I'm going to talk about that type of preparation. First of all, let me show you. This is December 1st, 6 o'clock in the morning. So this is the start of the case study. Now, if you want to get your own, this is what you need to do. You need to go in the group, go to the Files tab over here, click on Let's Get Your Money in the Game. Open that up. Now here, you read that, but the most important thing here, there's three steps. You have to do these steps. If you don't do these steps, this is not going to work for you at all. All right? So you have to be a student, sit back, just do what I'm telling you to do. All right. So first thing you need to do is you need to get an account at blockchain.info. This is clickable. So when you get here, that is your wallet. That is where you store your money. So if you think about you go to the airport or you go to an exchange and you want to exchange your dollars for, let's say, some yen. You go and say, look, I have 500 American dollars. I'd like some yen. Well, they're going to say, okay, they'll take the money and they'll give you the exchange rate. Well, that's an exchanger. That's a live exchanger. This is a digital exchange. And so the process of actually purchasing your Bitcoins, you have to first go through the exchange. And so the blockchain.info, that's not actually the exchange, that's the wallet. So what happens is that when you go to a physical exchanger, you exchange your money, they give you money in your hand. When you're going to digital exchange, you give them the money, but they don't have the money to put in your hand. So you have to have a wallet to put it in. So you have an exchange to buy it, and you have a wallet to store it. Now, blockchain.info, this is a very basic wallet. As you get more and more into understanding Bitcoin, you'll understand that you need to have other wallets to secure your money even more and in different places. And so, but for the purpose of this, for our purposes, for your purposes, what you're going to be doing, this is plenty. This is perfect. All you need. Blockchain.info. You can set up an account there. It's free. This right here is CoinMama. That's the exchange. That's where you need to go to buy your Bitcoin. There's other exchanges out there too, but CoinMama works good for me. I'm in the United States. If you're somewhere else in the world, something else may work for you. I will also put links in the group on how you can, other ways that you can purchase it, other exchanges. And so, with that being said, you need to make sure when you're going to purchase your own that you have these things set up. And actually, before you've even gotten to this point, you should have had this set up. This is our Bitcoin Wealth Club, and it's kind of synonymous with this group. Like if you're in this group and you're taking this seriously and you're not a member of Bitcoin's Wealth Club, it's kind of like oil and water together. They just don't mix. It's a free registration, and what it is it's Bitcoin education. All the new technology, all the new terminology, all of the everything that goes on Bitcoin to get you from the history of it to what's going on with it, where it's going, ways to place it. That is golden. Bitcoin Wealth Club. And we're going to talk about things that are talked about in that club. And so you want to make sure you're part of that. And it's free. So there's no loss there, and it's only going to help you. So with that being said, that'll get you set up when you're ready to buy. You're ready to buy your own Bitcoin. So let's go and buy some Bitcoin. All right. So the first place we need to go is we need to go to CoinMama. All right. And so you'll have logged in when you get here. With CoinMama, there's some security measures that you have to take. You have to take a picture of your ID, of your face, some other verification documents. That's important. Don't be weirded out about that. That should give you a good feeling. It's secure. They're taking your identity serious. All right. So what I want to do here is I want to buy Bitcoin. Okay. Now when you get here, you can specify how much Bitcoin you want or how much money you want to put in there. I want to put in, instead of $100, but I'm going to do 120 this morning, just because there's some fees that are accrued along the way. It doesn't add up to $20 in fees, but there is $20. There's fees out there, so I want to make sure I absorb those fees, make enough for the fees. So I'm going to buy Bitcoin. Okay, go to the next screen. I want to use a MasterCard debit card. Now, it's going to ask you to insert your Bitcoin wallet address. This is where the blockchain is. You have to have this address. If you don't have this address, there's nowhere to send your money, and they won't take it if there's nowhere to send it. Okay, so let me go back to my blockchain. All right, so when you go to blockchain, here's what you do. Let me go here. I want to go to wallet. I want to log in. It's going to ask me to log in. Now, I have some security features set up where every single time I'm going to get a code or I need to get an email, I'm going to receive an email to where I can grant the login attempt. So I'm just going to check it on my mobile phone. Real quick, give me 1 second. Authorize login. Boom. Okay, I'm going to accept it. All right, now log in. I should be able to log in now. All right, now it's going to send an SMS code to my phone. Okay, this is very good. And this is a different code every single time. And that just prevents hackers from getting in there. They want to know that it's you. All right, so here we go. Something else that I just did, and let's go to dashboard. I just moved. I had some Bitcoin that I moved to Ethereum, and so that's all that I did, and that's what that message was. So you need to worry about that. But here, this is my Ethereum wallet. I can put both of them here in blockchain. Don't worry anything about that. We're not going to function with Ethereum. We're just going to work. We're just going to focus on Bitcoin. All right, you can see it's 0 now. I'm going to put some in there now. When you do transactions of Bitcoin, sometimes it takes time, depending on the newness of the person, the newness of the account, how much money, the congestion in the network. So I have no clue how long this is going to take. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy it, and then I'll stop the video, and then I'll show you the time, and we'll see how long it takes. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to request. That means I'm requesting money to come into my wallet. So I hit request. Now, this, you can't see this right now, but this is your address that you put in that box. Okay, there you go. Copy it. Now, QR code, there's another way you can do it. It's very easy. You can scan it with your phone, and that's much, much easier, but I'm not going to show you that just yet. We're going to just do it this longhand way. Okay, so I'm going to put in, I'm not even exactly sure how much that is, so what I'm going to do is I've got my address. I'm going to go back to CoinMama. I'm going to paste it in that address. I'm going to proceed to checkout. This is asking me if this is the actual wallet that I'm using, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just double check. DMJFY. Yep, that's right. Proceed to checkout. All right. It's going to ask me to my form of payment, so I'm going to fill this out. Just bear with me. Oh, okay. So I put 120, and it gave me the processing fee of $6, 5%. So 125 is the total I'm going to put in. That's fine. All right. I'm going to put this information in, and then I'll come back to the video. Okay, I've just made my payment. When processing, please check your email for the wallet confirmation. Yes, I'm going to do that on my phone right now. See, everywhere you look, man, they're getting confirmation. They're getting confirmation because that they want to make sure that these transactions are secure. Let me just confirm that. That's the integrity of the blockchain. The integrity of the Bitcoin network is all right. We're good there. I'm going to continue my Paloma account. It tells me right here it's pending, and so I will get back to you, and we'll start this video once it's approved. Okay, there you have it. That was pretty quick. That probably took about 15 minutes, if that. And so what I want to show you is I want to show you that here, received Bitcoin here. It's right here. This tells you how much Bitcoin went in there, 114. So I purchased a little over 120. Got to 114 with the fees. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make this $100. That way we can just work with $100 and we can see the growth from there. And so how I'm going to do this, I'm going to get rid of that 1458. I'm going to go to exchange. I'm going to exchange $14 in Bitcoin. That's going to go that's going to go there in Ethereum. So let's just do this. Let's see if I can go straight to 0. All right. Let it do. All right, next. And so what's going to happen is that transaction will take a few minutes, and then we'll be squared away. Confirm, squared away. All right, so it's sending the funds, and I'll know shortly. It takes it's a very, very short amount of time. Okay, so there it is. We just started with the $100 30-day case study with Bitcoin. Now all I'm going to do is every single day I'm just going to put a screenshot up of this screen of what's going on with it, and it'll show. Okay, so it happened already, 9705. All right, so that's a fair number. We'll work with that, and then here, this is, you click on Bitcoin. This is the Ethereum map or the chart, and you can switch from year, month, week, or day. This is what's happened with Bitcoin this year. Okay, so yeah, there's been some dips in there, but the rise. Let's look what happened this month. Okay, it's had some interesting, but it's on the rise, and now we're dipping a little bit. Okay, took a dip back up, and that's what happens. You have a big spike, bounces around a little bit, and then we're looking for another spike. Okay, and for the day, we're just pretty much even for the day. And you can, so when you're here, you can play with it. You can, look at things, and so here we go. This is very easy. Now now it's the fun part. We're just gonna sit and watch. Okay, and you'll watch with me. So make sure, again, in the Facebook group that you have looked at the files. Click on Let's Get Money, let's get your money in the game. Make sure you set up your blockchain. You set up your CoinMama, and you have reached out for your USI Tech link, and you're a member of the Bitcoins Wealth Club. So this is going to be fun. Let's do this. And just check back in the group. Feel free to drop a comment, a like. That helps Facebook like me. And we'll do this together. If you have questions along the way, I'm going to be putting a lot of resources up and putting a lot of information up. That way you can come and get some more educations here. That being said, we're getting bitchucated here. I look forward to working with you guys.